14, he was brought to the set to be put on. Ugly Cuz way to the set was through his family members. You know what I'm saying, he had 2 family members that was from A-Tray Gangsters, and this was one of their people that they had brought over who didn't grow in the community. So when Ugly Cuz got put on, I would soon see and find out that he had a little squabble on him, you know what I'm saying? He was a hard fighter, you know what I'm saying? He was free, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to squab ferocious, you know what I'm saying? He was definitely trying to hurt something. Ugly Cuz put you in the mind of Charles Barkley, but a shorter version, but whole face, you know what I'm
saying? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Young guy, Jefe. I'm smoking on some of them cookies from Alex, big dog. And boy, what's the deal, y'all? We're sharper tapping in. TNN Trap News Network, back at the same, like cracking the same here at TNN Trap News Network. It's like getting news you can use. It's like getting Alajito, getting in nobody's Calajito, big dog. Tap in with the tap in. Make sure, in fact, tapped in with that tap in. Hit us with a like, with a comment, with a good subscribe. Everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledgeito. You're not finna get in nobody's Calajito. Finna jump into this content, man. Let's get into it. Young and Jefe talking about a squabbly wobbly drop it like it's hot that he had one of his homies from his section. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Get mad, look like, you know what I'm saying, was a stocky fella, all the works. So they bring him to the hood. This is like roughly 2003, 2004-ish to get put on. And we go to this dead end, you know, that's in the community on 78th and Raymond. And he starts squabbing with 2 of our homies. And both dudes, to be fair, were both skinny, soaking wet dudes. And like I said, he was already husked, mass frame when we was teenagers. And, you know, like I said, had a little squabble. So doing this put on, he was handling both of these guys. So for a minute, I watched. I see what no other homies gonna intervene. I hopped in the squabble. You know what I'm saying? To even things out. Man, him squabbled up. The rest is history. From there,
hey, young and Jefe said he wouldn't mind being a trooper one time. Let me go ahead and get in there and do what I gotta do. Let's figure this thing out.
You know, he making his rounds, coming to the set, getting more familiar with the territory, the day-to-day operations and the politics and stuff, you feel me? So I could assume once Ugly Cuz started gangbanging, he fell in the step of running in and out of jail, as many of us have, as I have, you know what I'm saying, for putting the set first and putting it before myself and trying to ascend to these heights, you know what I'm saying, and try to make sure that I was the best gang member for my community and an opposed who was said to be my opposing enemies. Now, I don't remember how long Ugly Cuz lasted on the streets before or after he was put on A-Tray, but I don't think that the man had a year in the A-Tray gangster community before he was apprehended and took into jail for like a robbery or something. So I can't even remember what it was.
It's crazy how a lot of people feel like when they start gangbanging, they got to start doing things to get them sent to jail. Like, I'm not going to say that he would have, but I don't think that he would have been, you know, out here committing these type of flamorous activities, these crimes, had he not been gangbanging. Kind of maybe like a way to prove himself, I guess. You feel me?
That I went to juvenile hall for. But whatever it was at this time, I was in Camp Miller, and I was having it my way. I was a dude that ran the whole camp, and the staff that was here with you, they remember my name. If they don't remember my name is Shellman, they probably remember some of the other staffs calling me Baby Tookie, you know what I'm saying? Was a youngster on swole, cut up, the definition, and I had an afro. So anybody who's been incarcerated and been in camp know that although you sentence to that camp, you still can go down to juvenile hall. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's very...
Niggas be so bored in jail that they grow their hair to give them something to do, bro. That's how bored niggas be in jail.
J. Nido, Sillmore, Central, Eastlake, or LP Los Padrinos. So during this time, I had went on transfer camp. And I don't know what reason, I can't remember what I went on trans for, but I know during my stay at that camp, I went on trans twice. And one time it was for medical, and I can't remember what this second time was, but they called me back down from camp, and I was down in Eastlake, you know what I'm saying, Central Juvenile Hall KL unit. I get down there, when I get down there, the homie, he already down there. They got him working KP, he's a porter. Now in them jails, a lot of police used to pick porters based off their status, how they respond to stuff, you know, the ringing and the names, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So being that the homie was a hothead, always rushing stuff, you know, got to his business, win, lose, or draw, but majority of the fights, you know what I'm saying, he was whooping feet, sending people to hospitals, you know what I'm saying. I only had heard about 2 fights that he had lost.
And then here goes the thing, you feel me? When it comes to fights in jail, you probably want to be the most brutal or the most flamorous as possible, much skullduggery and larceny as you can, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation to where you're not able to move around and move about and have your name kind of deter people from wanting to bother you. If everybody know that you didn't do X, Y, and Z to A, B, and C, they might think a little twice before trying to do 1, 2, and 3.
That he told me out his mouth. No, one that he told me out his mouth is Hershey Loaf from 40s, you know what I'm saying? Back in my juvenile hall days, you know what I'm saying, before the 40s even got thick to how they was, they had a homie named Hershey Loaf that was a dark-skinned, stocky dude that was, you know what I'm saying, handling his business in the halls and stuff like that. Me and Hershey never got to cross paths, but I'm pretty sure we was locked up amongst the same times a lot of times. So, however, the homie told me out his mouth that he lost the faith to Hershey Loaf. Another situation in a squabble I think he had was with Infasad from East Coast. And I never got to ask him about that fade, and I don't remember who told me that he had lost the sad or whatever the case may be, but you know, that's history. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I come on trans, I come there to the unit KL, police see me, I know them real good, they remember me, oh, hey, Shelby, what's up, baby Tookie, what's going on? Oh, I'm down here from trans. Right off the bat, whoever was in the cell with the homie Ugly, cuz he made them,
Hey, Young Ant must have been in there terrorizing niggas. They called him Baby Tookie.
Swap and go to the cell they had me assigned to, and I was gonna go in this. No, matter of fact, I'm lying. We was not Cellies. I damn near made a story up. Me and the homie, we was in the same unit. We both was porters. There wasn't no need for us to be Cellies. He stayed with his Cellie. I was across the hall from the homie. So from the cell, I was on the left-hand side. He was on the right-hand side. But the way our cells was positioned, I could see the homie if I looked out my cell or whatever. That night, it was an officer. You know, I'm going to call him B. I ain't going to put his name out there, man, because he was real good people, man. Always made sure, you know what I'm saying, everything was everything, man. Good eats, you know what I'm saying, all the likes, man. I think the homie had got at him and was like, hey, let the homie come over here kick it, let him chill with me. So the homie that had no Cellie at the time, and I didn't have no Cellie, but you know, we both, I guess, guarded our privacy. And, you know what I'm saying, was in the cell with each other. We didn't get asked to move. That I remember. Baka come to my cell, like, hey, your boy Pope wants to kick it with you. Like, you know, wants to, you know what I'm saying, wants you to come over there, you know, and chill with him. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, it's good. Because I'm night staff now and I'll be back in the morning, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, bet. So, you know, I grab my little stuff and all that, grab my mat, slide over there to the homie cell. We get in the cell, man, we chilling, man. We chopping it up about the, you're saying, the who's, the needs, the wants, the dislikes, the likes, everything up under the sun. I'm filling him in on stuff and stuff he had heard and know and places he had been to. He filling me in. So, you know, it's like a good, great, grand old time. So amongst us talking, one of our homies came up, our homie Gadget. And wherever he was at with our homie Gadget.
Hey, I believe Young and Jefe version. I believe Young and Jefe version of the story to be his, if it's not 100% the truth, for sure, his best recollection of the truth. Because he's being very specific. Even little stuff like, nah, we wasn't Cellies, we was porters and all that kind of stuff. And make a difference in telling these types of stories, because niggas will get to saying, oh, nah, bro, that's not true. How that's true? We wasn't even Cellies, we was this, we was that, blah, blah. So I like that he's correcting himself and taking his time to get it right. But let's go ahead and get back into this, because I want to see how this finna go.
Basically, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he warranted whatever he said made me come back with a reply. Because usually I just hear people talking, speaking, and I ignore a lot of stuff and let it go in one ear out the other. Unless it's something of substance, I grab it and sponge with it. So he's explaining to me the situation with him and Gadget. And whatever it was explained, I'm like, okay, it's not really cut and dry. Or, you know, if this was me in that situation, this what I would have been thinking. Whatever the homie was thinking and he had on his mind, I wasn't feeling it pertaining to what he was speaking, because I told him, like, hey, bro, the homie might feel the same way you feel. He might feel like that way about you. As soon as I said,
yeah, that's definitely true.
That,
and you'd be surprised at how many people are harboring some sort of resentments or feelings about you.
he like, what? I'm like, bro, the homie might feel that way about you. He like, what you mean? As soon as he said, what you mean, man, I bounced up. He bounced up. I'm like, bro, what's up? He like, what's up? It's no furthermore sitting here trying to explain. I don't remember who threw the first blow, but I know we was in lock. We locked up. We started locking up. Locking up. So I catch him, bing, with a two-piece, splitting. The blood fly on me. I see the blood. He's still trying to like get at me. Go. I'm like, hey, bro, hold on, man. I'm like, hey, bro, look, you chilling, bro. I'm like, look, bro, chill. Clean yourself up, bro. Grab a towel, clean yourself up. When you clean yourself up, we're gonna get back to it. So he hurry up. He looking around. He grab a towel. Find a towel, wiping his nose. He hot, like raging like a bull. So I'm like, man, clean yourself up, bro. We ain't about to do nothing. He cleaned himself up. Once he cleaned himself up, boom, we get back to it. We hit again. This time I catch him, bang, in the eye. When I catch him in the eye, that stopped him. Like, oh, boom, I throw like a few more. Stop, let up. Boom, he right there, huffing and puffing. I'm like, what's up? He huffing and puffing. Like, you know what I'm saying? From there, I don't remember if...
So it sounds like there's nothing really to be fighting about. It sounds like these niggas is literally in a whole fight over absolutely nothing.
anything was exchanged between us, but I know that was the end of that. You know, police did come down to the cell. B ran down there once he heard the thumbling and rumbling, because everybody on the tier heard it. You know what I'm saying? We both was two powerhouses, you know what I'm saying? If you was in them juvenile halls and you was around our age, you had heard his name, you know what I'm saying? You blank, you had heard my name, you had heard the G-Metal names, you had heard names, you know what I'm saying? Like in certain generations, for certain games, you know who was in the halls and who was doing their stuff. So, he was definitely somebody around there doing his stuff, punishing people, sending people to the hospital, rushing, whatever, like for sure. So, B come down there, man, what's going on with y'all? I'm at the door, I'm like, man, it's all good. He like, no, watch out. So when he looked over at the homie. By this time, that hit in the eye, I had split his eye when I hit it.
So So you split it, and I'm sure it's starting to swell all the way up.
When I hit it, and it was just starting to puff up. And he looked, he like, man, I knew I shouldn't let y'all in the shell, man. Like, damn, what y'all getting into it for, man? Y'all supposed to be homies, y'all from each other's hood, ooh, this, that. I'm like, hey, look, B, everything good, bro. We straight, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people have misunderstandings, you feel me? It is what it is. It's a fist fight. Like, you know, we good. He like, man, you sure, man? I'm like, man, we good. Y'all ain't gonna hear nothing else. That was that. We was straight that night. The next morning, my boy, they wake up opening up the doors, you feel me, early in the morning for breakfast and stuff. My boy wake up grooming and stuff. He get up. Once he get up, you know, he on his way to court, you know. I'm like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Dap him up, hug him, like, man, have a good day at court. My bro looked at me, man. I ain't gonna lie, I felt kind of bad.
Because y'all swole up, and now your empathy is kicking in, and you know whatever y'all was getting into it about was never that serious, and you didn't have to do all that to your homie.
Because
you really could have walked away from it, but in the situation, under the circumstances where they are in the environment, that could have been looked at as a sign of weakness. It could have led him to having bigger problems. So in the honest aspect of self-preservation, I can understand it. In the honest aspect of humanity, I can understand the empathy.
Went to sleep and woke up, it had puffed up so big that it looked infected. But what I was mad about, I'm like, dang, the homie got to go in front of the judge looking like this. And the first thing on the judge's mind, like, oh, yeah, what's up? Oh, so you in there fighting, you in there tripping. You ain't trying to go home, you know what I'm saying, type situation. And keep my boy locked down to the pinhead. He came back from court. I don't remember what happened. I don't remember if the judge even said anything about the eye. But, you know, from that little situation, me and the homie, ugly, cause you know we was straight. We never furthermore had any inactions that led to fraction. But I will be down there in juvenile hall after that situation for no, actually my stay was stronger. My stay was longer than it was supposed to be. So I went down there, whatever, I think for some medical, some physical checkup, whatever they had to do down there. While I was down there, after the fight with me and Ugly, cuz I was out there playing football on the field, and while I was running, I twisted and sprained my ankle bad, and that pushed me back like an extra 2 weeks of staying down there. After that, a departure back to camp. All the stuff I acquired down there and brought, I left it with the homie Ugly, cuz, and went upon my way.
Well, at least he was a good homie. It seemed like they just had something that probably could have been spoken about and using words of a little decent for sure, but it didn't. But he didn't allow that to falter a relationship or permanently destroy a relationship with, you know, somebody who is of his same community, one of his constituents.
He went upon his way. Later on, I'll find out he was in YA about not too long after, 6 months to a year later. I end up hitting YA. We didn't cross paths in YA. I heard he was doing his thing in YA, but as well, while he was in YA, man, he also crossed over and found God and stopped gangbanging and became a preacher. You know what I'm saying? So I know, being that he was rushing people and assaulting a lot of people, that was feeding him sight meds, and they gonna do that till you trying to play you just because you having fights. Oh man, you know you being kind of violent, you might want some sight meds or whatever the case may be. But whatever changed my boy perspective, he turned to a preacher, and he was riding around LA, man, on the back of the bus preaching to people with Bibles. And I was hearing about it and I couldn't believe it because how active he used to be. And then, man,
that's a positive end, you know. At least he gave his life to God. I hope something crazy doesn't happen. Like we get with all these stories, something positive happens, and then boom, something happens, and then we lose our life. I pray to God that's not what's going to happen. Not what's going to happen, but based off past perspectives and past stories we've heard about these types of things, that's typically what comes next.
Okay, man, I'm chilling, man, and the homies pulled him up on me, man. He like, man, was big old grand Kool-Aid smile on his face. Me too as well. We, you know what I'm saying, shook each other's hands, embrace each other. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. It's a happy ending. It's a happy ending. Shout out to Young and Jefe for having the first happy ending.
Chopping it up and stuff like that. We reminisced a bit on the past. as well. My boy showed up and had a gray suit on with the white undershirt and the top. So amongst after we got all the pleasantries out the way and finished talking, he was like, man, you know I'm preaching now, bro. Man, the word of God, man, I love you, man. You know, I always respect you. And, you know, he was just like saying all, you know, stuff of admiration, man. But, you know, he wanted to come see me in person and let me know that he changed his life, man. And he had his suit on in his Bible, man. And, you know, I respected it. And I'm talking about this ain't nothing new. This was back like when he pulled up on us. This had to be like anywhere from 2009 to 2012, somewhere in there. Can't remember the actual year, but definitely for sure, man, changed his whole life around, man. But with that being said, I'm gonna conclude this right there. It's your boy Young and Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say.
All right, man, we up out of here to the next one. Y'all know the deal. We know the deal. Y'all know the deal. Red dot to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Angel Slays free. We go. And the kids did have a game this weekend, so here go your weekly highlights from the Twins. Good youth football, good youth football. Trap dad in effect.
We got 87 for 21 with the ball carrier. Ooh, nice strip on. Here we go. Here we go. That's a ball. Number 10.
Listen, bro. Wait.
60 bands on my name. How many shots to the center of a freak, nigga? 3 in his ass, lick his stomach, smell his pink, nigga. They throwing shots, time to see if them pussy niggas can take it. The nigga whack is a snitch and the jolly niggas are raiders. See, Lush was on to something, tried to act like it was nothing. Said you ain't know that freaky ass taker you was frontin'. Munchie ain't fucking with you and Spider-Loc ain't gon' save you. If you want it, you gon' take it. Stop them freaky ass behaviors. Let's get straight to the point, see we ain't gotta wait for later. Nigga with your last name kidnapped that girl before he raped her. Said the moms of gang members don't deserve no piece of prayers. When General butt naked, the kid touch her is your savior. You ain't gotta stall me out, cause I ain't asking for no favors. Get it cracking right now, we ain't gotta wait for later. Walked into your own building, heard my voice and then you ducked away. Was humble like a bitch, cause you a hoe, stay in your fucking place. That nigga whack and slut and pathetic, Flacco's a fucking lame. Whack ain't come outside because he hiding from his fucking gang. Talking like you tough when niggas spitting in your fucking face. T-Row didn't quit, we wouldn't even know your fucking name. Whack in front of Adam, but Adam is how he do you. See, Flacco lied on me and then Whack told me to sue you. Treated Whack like a bitch, you should've seen it, it was beautiful. Now every single week that nigga jolly on my pupil. Is it Fred or is it Frederick? Is it Dave or is it David? All thighs on me. Flock of belly, now you famous. Type of creep nigga is you. How are you and Dave related? Nigga, no means no. You should've told him not to take it. I'm really in the field, you niggas stuck inside the matrix. From BET to the Knicks, down in Compton where your face is. That nigga real jolly got some freaky ass cases. Tryna fake fight Lush cause Adam wanted you to face. You wanna be like academics, making videos like point and shoot. You and Dave the same ass lane, we know the fucking truth. Brick ain't say this shit is a play, cause he don't fuck with you. He not gon' get involved when them real shooters come for you. If you grew up in the land, them thirsties, they would've humbled you. Grew up with them lions, I promise they would've hunted you. I get disrespectful, the next time I'ma punish you. You dirty fat bitch, I swear to God I see the bum in you. Niggas say they shooters till it's time to bring them guns out. Loose can't read and Whack lost his wife to Clubhouse. Treat Whack like a bitch, mark him out before he snitch again. Flocko, when I see you, I'ma show you the type of bitch you is. Niggas say they see me, they pullin' blick out. I promise that this Glock can make you sit down. Drum with a cooler, one for you, one for your brother. Wrap the string around the mop, sound like your dumb ass when you stutter. Swear to God, nigga.
Wait. Hear me out though, right? Pause. Wait, bro, wait. Again, wait though. Just right, so, bro. Wait though, right? I do want to.